Looking at those cute faces, Sejun calmed down and gets back to his senses. Because they all work together really well to grow these. A window popped up showing the attributes of the Blue Moon tomato. It is very tasty compared to any normal tomato, because it increases magical power by 0.5 permanently. Sejun is shocked because it turned out to be an item. On the other side, the dragon was watching everything through magical globe, and he looks very angry for some reason. While Sejun and the rabbits are enjoying themselves, a quest appears, and it's to offer the blue tomato. And if he refuses the quest, the penalty will be death. Sejun gets scared. Sejun protests by saying it's not a quest but a blackmail, but gave up and offered the blue tomato, and he received a level 1 sowing, which will help him by slightly increasing the chance of germination when he plants the seeds. With a disappointed face he remembers that his class is farmer. Sejun catch a piranha from the pond, and after killing it he gained XP, and little by little he is now level 2. After barbecuing those fish, he called everyone, and those cute baby bunnies enjoying their food. Rabbit couple also ate the fish. After finishing their meal, they are now getting ready for important event. Sejun and rabbits are looking at the ripe red juicy tomato. Sejun getting emotional as they all worked hard for this, and now finally seeing the results of their labor. Sejun picked the first tomato and bunch of windows started popping in. After checking the status of the tomato, he saw that this one tomato decomposed 10 grams of fat, and eating 10 will increase the magic power 1 point for 10 minutes. Sejun accidentally picked a less ripe tomato, and saw it's just a normal tomato and doesn't give him any XP. So he understood that he needs to pick well-ripped tomato to get the same status. Just by picking tomato, Sejun reached the level 4 already. Sejun was about to eat a tomato to check the taste, but as he looked the other way, he saw the rabbit's family's face, and they look very angry. So, he first distribute the tomato equally to everyone, by saying we all work together so we should eat together too. Papa Rabbit still looks slightly angry. As soon as they throw the tomato inside their mouth, it feels like a fresh scent of grass, and the sweet and sour taste bursting inside their mouth, like a firework in the middle of summer. Seeing Sejun teary eyes, Mama Rabbit must be saying, "Why is he crying now?" And Papa Rabbit says who knows what goes inside his mind. Rabbit's family working all together to store the tomatoes. Sejun is watching them, and thinking kids grows really first, and now they are big enough to help their mama and papa. Sejun goes to sleep after long days of hard work, but his sleep gets disrupted by a quest from Tower Manager. And Tower Manager is asking for 100 tomatoes for the quest, and refusal is death. So, he offers the 100 tomatoes. As a reward he gets level 1 harvesting. It will help him harvest perfectly ripe fruits, even if they are slightly overripe or underripe. After seeing the skills in practical, he is very impressed. Because now, he can always pick well-ripped magical fruits. Now it takes less time to harvest, and doesn't even have to wait for it to fully ripe. Also, he always gets full XP, and fruit status are also perfect. And speak of the devil, Tower Manager asking another batch of 200 tomatoes. But that was just the beginning, and it's continuously growing. Next is 250, after that was 300, and now it's 500 tomatoes, and still without any rewards. Sejun finally snapped and say no, and Tower Manager is surprised seeing his refusal. And that is the day Sejun rebelled against Tower Manager for the first time. Sejun says with anger and frustration that he has been taking hundreds and hundreds of tomatoes. They needs to eat 2 in order to survive. Tower Manager replied, it's not his problem. It's Tower Farmer problem. So, stop protesting and bring me the magical cherry tomato. After that, Sejun says, even though he worked really hard and suffered days after days to harvest all the fruits, and the Tower Master replied, he only sown the seeds. There is nothing to overreact. It's not a big deal. After seeing that, Sejun's patience fuse burst, and he bluntly refused to give a single tomato to him. Tower Manager is very flustered seeing Sejun's refusal. Sejun is now ignoring him and doing his daily task as usual. Tower Manager keeps asking, is he really refusing the quest or not? He could die if he does. So Sejun replied saying, he doesn't want to give his crops to someone who says all he did was sow the seed. Tower Manager keep asking to obey his order, but he is not budging. Sejun says he is a bad employer who takes the fruits of his hard work without giving anything in return. Tower Manager is in shock from his word. As he was about to apologize, Sejun starts to eat cherry tomato with mocking face to make him even more angry. Tower managers say he will kill him now if he doesn't complete the quest. Sejun thought this is enough for now, so he gave him 5 tomato, as he needs to feed the kids too. Sejun knows that tower manager tried to say sorry. He understood that manager is quite simpleton. Today is day 91 and it's blue moon again. He is eating cherry tomato to increase his magic power. He heard that people with strong magic power can withstand monster roar. As Sejun was waiting for the blue moon to end, he saw a tomato turning into blue from blue moonlight, and even the sweet potato leaves are illuminated by blue light. He couldn't wait, so he rushed to check and saw the sweet potato is also turned into blue. It's Ranky, and eating it will permanently increase your magic power by 0.5. It will also increase your strength. He also picked the blue moon tomato. Instantly 2 quests at the same time popped up to deliver the blue moon tomato and sweet potato. So he finished the previous quest by giving him normal cherry tomato. And he told the tower manager that he would give the potato later and throws the blue moon cherry tomato in his mouth. The taste is something so amazing that he never tasted before in his life. Now he is roasting the sweet potato. Also, the rabbit family came out since the blue moon is over, and they were curious what is he doing. He presented everyone with sweet potato containing blue moon energy, seeing that everyone's mouth started watering. But Papa Rabbit stops everyone, because since there is only one potato, he said only he should eat it. He feels happy that Papa Rabbit acknowledged his hard work, but also feeling guilty for eating the blue moon cherry tomato alone. As soon as he bites the sweet potato, he instantly throws it, because it's very hot and it burned his tongue. Seizing the opportunity, the baby rabbits took the pieces that dropped, and the Papa Rabbit looks sad because he couldn't get one. But the baby rabbits also couldn't eat the hot sweet potato because it was also too hot for them. Sejun instructing the baby rabbits that they are going to plant sweet potato from now on, and they must not eat the sweet potato leaves, which is their favorite snacks. Baby rabbits are in shock hearing the ban from eating sweet potato leaves. Babies are crying, complaining, getting angry and begging to Sejun. Seeing the out-of-hand situation, Sejun tells the babies that he will give them even tasty sweet potato for dinner, and he will even make special snacks for them if they plant the sweet potato sprouts now. They gets tempted by the word special snacks and started working. Baby rabbits are working hard to plant sweet potato sprouts, and Papa Rabbit watering the plants. But one baby could not resist the sweet potato leaves temptation and took a bite, and Papa Rabbit smacked him pretty hard for that. Sejun is collecting the ripe cherry tomato and getting all the XP. Sejun is now level 8. He is now roasting the red cherry tomato, and Tower Manager is looking with keen interest to see what he is cooking this time. Sejun saw that Tower Manager is keeping eyes on him. He called the babies to eat the new snacks, and he gave everyone roasted cherry tomato bone skewer. Everyone happily enjoying the new snacks. Sejun dug some sweet potato, and he planted the sprouts. After planting it, his sewing skill leveled up, and Sejun thought he must plant all of it to increase his level. So he stopped the babies from planting sprouts. On the other side, Tower Manager roasting the cherry tomato, but for some reason his tomato tastes really bitter, instead of soft, sweet, and delicious. After a while he figured out that he needs to eat the only inside part, and now he is checking out what Sejun is doing, and he saw they are happily enjoying the sweet potato without him. He gets furious because they are enjoying the sweet potato without him. The Great Black Dragon, Aileen Furtani. Sejun gets another quest to deliver one roasted potato as he was eating. He ignored it and said, postponed. After seeing Tower Master persistence, he says he will only give the potato if he gave him any reward. So Tower Master gave him the skill seed store for the potato. Sejun activates seed store, but he can't buy anything since he doesn't have any money. So the seed store generously gave him 1 tower coin, and he can only buy the seeds once a month. As Sejun was reading the seed's name, he said the word carrots out loud, and the rabbit's eyes sparkling like shooting stars. Sejun understood that they liked carrots, but he repeated the word carrots few times to mess with them. So Papa Rabbit kicked him on his face to stop him. He purchased the carrot seeds and they are getting ready to plant the seeds. Far away in the corner, a cute honeybee watching them with full curiosity. It's been 2 days since he planted the carrot seeds. The rabbits are eagerly waiting for the sprouts to come out. Sejun is taking nap right now, since he needs to pollinate the flowers and cut green onions leaves in the afternoon. Suddenly he heard a buzzing noise while he was sleeping. As soon as he opened his eyes, he saw a cute honeybee is flying. Sejun called the honeybee to check his status, and soon he discovered it's a very poisonous honeybee. Just as he was about to ask the rabbit's couple about the bee, he saw that they are quickly leaving with their kids, leaving him behind like a traitor. Sejun felt betrayed after seeing that. On top of that, Tower Master says that they are carnivores and hunt down their prey and eat them. In a desperate attempt to save himself, he fell on the ground and holds a tomato plant and says, "Don't eat me, eat this instead." He started to eat the nectar from the flowers, and it seems the bee really liked it. Tower Manager is also speechless after seeing that. Sejun quickly remembered and told the bee to eat as much as he likes. He fly towards the field with happy expression, and Sejun says that from now on he won't have to pollinate anymore. Rabbits are observing everything from behind the stone. Sejun says he is still mad for leaving him, so they start apologizing. The honeybee is back and came close to Sejun, and the bee find a comfortable place on his belly and fall asleep. Everyone, including Sejun, is very surprised. It's been 120 days since Sejun came to the tower. Sejun told the baby rabbits to play somewhere else, since he is working now. It's been few weeks since the poisonous honeybee has joined the family. Honeybee sucks the nectar from morning and goes to cave in the evening. They are now taking lunch break, so Sejun called everyone. Honeybee spits some honey on roasted green onion leaf. Everyone enjoyed the sweetness of honey, and Sejun is now celebrating. And Tower Manager is also happy for him. Today is 121 day, and today is the day of blue moon. Sejun is preparing, and the bee also didn't came. Sejun saw rabbits couple are talking to their kids. They hugged their kids very dearly and ran inside their home, leaving the kids behind. Rabbit couple bid them farewell for one last time and shut the door. Sejun is speechless and shouting, "How could you guys leave your own kids outside?" The blue moon begins, and Sejun went silent suddenly because the horror he is witnessing right now is unbelievable. He saw the cute baby rabbits are turning into vicious monsters.